Alright, streaming live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Let's start the show. Morning everybody. Beautiful day, beautiful day. I'm actually happy. I'm extremely happy today. I want to thank you all for tuning into the Crypto Theists and choosing to be believers. Beautiful thing. Today we're going to be doing a couple things. One, I'm actually going to use this course as, well, use this particular video as part of my online course because I'm going to be presenting some interesting information in regard to crypto vocabulary. So, you know, not the basics like a wallet and tokens and cryptocurrency and what those are. I'll go over those in a separate video. But for today, I want to focus on some of the jargon that you may hear in the crypto space. Before we do that, let's get to the markets, because I woke up, I'm like, whoa, I'm so happy. Well, first of all, it's a sea of green. It's beautiful all over Cryptopia. You know, Bitcoin's up 8.4%, Ethereum 7.7%. But what really got me this morning, which was so ironic, I was like, I'm about to give away some Litecoin. I started getting kind of stingy. I was like, I don't want to give away this Litecoin. I really don't. I could use this Litecoin for something else. And, you know, giving away these sponsorships, is that good? You know, whatever. But anyway, Litecoin is up 34.34%. So I don't feel that bad about giving away my Litecoin right now. So yeah, you know, I'm about to let's go ahead and do that and grab a hit the random comment generator. All right, so we got 22 unique comments, and I talked to you all about, you know, what I needed. You guys submitted your white papers, and I appreciate it so much. So out of these 22 people, I'm going to pick a winner right now. Flo responded, but Flo did not give me a white paper in this video. So it was, whenever I do the videos, that's another thing too. When I do the videos, to avoid bots and just people who go around just, you know, dropping their Litecoin addresses, you know, trying to get free money or whatever, I want you to be invested in the actual channel. So you have to subscribe to the channel. It's better if you hit the bell, because you may be aware of some special giveaways. As you can see, I don't go online at any given time. I'm online in the mornings during the weekdays, but I'm not on there at any particular time. So if you're trying to participate in the giveaway, or if I'm giving out a special offer or whatever, if you hit that bell, you'll know exactly when I go live and exactly when you can participate. So anyway, I give very specific instructions to encourage participation on this channel. So, you know, just dropping your Litecoin address or your Ethereum address or whatever your address is not going to be sufficient. You're going to have to actually follow the instructions in the video. So in this video, you know, that I put forward, in this video that I put forward, I asked a couple days ago, I asked you to submit a white paper specifically so we can discuss them. I want to discuss white papers. I want to discuss other things that are of interest to you as well, and I answer questions and everything, but when I'm doing the giveaways, I give very specific parameters. So I needed a white paper. No white paper flow. I love you. Thanks for watching. I apologize, but I can't help you out right now. Let's pick another winner. Nikki, who won before, did not submit a white paper right here. Mikhail, you didn't submit a white paper, but I'm going to give you $5 in Bitcoin. I'm not sure if this is your right address. I'm going to check another one of your posts. I want to give you $5 in Bitcoin because I want to give you credit for today for giving me the topic of inspiration for this vocabulary course we're going to go. So, you know, check your bank account later on, or check your Litecoin account, because I'm gonna put $5 in there, for you for giving me the topic for today. So hold tight. But Mikhail, I appreciate you. I give you a shout out today. This is another shout out. So yeah, let's pick another winner. Excellent. So Rommel Sniper. So Rommel Sniper, let me copy your Litecoin address. Hopefully it's the Litecoin address. That's another thing too. Some people are submitting Ethereum addresses and Bitcoin addresses. I need Litecoin addresses if I want to send you some Litecoin. So we'll check this. I'll go ahead. Let's go to Coinbase. Where Litecoin, my Litecoin is up to $201. Yesterday it was at $150, $130, something like that. It was crazy. It was crazy. Go to my accounts. I'll click on my Litecoin wallet. This Litecoin wallet. I have multiple wallets. This is just one of them. So don't judge me by my balances here, because this is but a fragment of my power. Yeah, but I have accounts spread across different exchanges. I only use Coinbase basically to purchase crypto, so I don't ever keep anything here. You got a couple little I got some dust in my Bitcoin wallet, 85 cents, and 4 cents in my Bitcoin Cash wallet, and $1.40. But I've been dealing primarily in Litecoin for these giveaways, so this is what I'm about to do. So enter Litecoin address. Go ahead and put that bad boy in there. Withdraw from the Litecoin wallet. Amount $10 USD. There you go. Thanks for being a believer and watching Crypto Theists. Believers in the blockchain. Blockchain. However that spelling goes. Believers in the blockchain. Okay. Oh, no apostrophe right in. This is more than one person. Alright, cool. So I'm going to pay a little 5-cent network fee, sending $10.05 to, what is it? Roman, what was your name again? Rommel Sniper. Here it comes. Straight to you, buddy. Confirm. Transactions on the way. Alright, it's in the blockchain. So either you'll get it or you won't. You should, hopefully. Thanks for watching, Rommel. Alright, cool. So, like I said, Litecoin had a beautiful performance yesterday. Huge spike. I believe this is in conjunction with the upcoming fork. Everybody's loading into Litecoin because they want to get the free tokens that come with a fork. So that's going to happen. They're going to get those tokens and everybody's going to bail back out. So anyway, if you have Litecoin, or if you don't have Litecoin, you should get some in your wallet. Free tokens are inbound. I'll talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. I don't think it's going to happen today necessarily, but yeah, I'll talk a little bit more about that upcoming fork tomorrow. At least I think there's a fork. I'm pretty sure there's a fork. Okay. And we'll talk about what forking is. That's not a vocabulary term, but as I start to talk about, if you watch my cryptocurrency course, that's another thing too. I was initially going to create a Udemy course, a free Udemy course, and have everybody go to Udemy and whatnot, and then, go there to learn. Why do that? I was like, why? If it's going to be free and nobody's going to be paying for it, I might as well just do it here on YouTube. So I'm going to build the course here on YouTube, at least this basic course, this crypto basic course. And then for your more advanced course, I'm going to put that on Udemy, and then I'm going to charge for that. Not for the basics. The basics you can learn, but for the advanced stuff, in regard to transitioning between markets and advanced trading strategies and whatnot, I'll be creating specific courses on Udemy for that, how to set up a bot, stuff like that. So yeah, that's my goal. I'm going to do all the basic stuff for free, and then use Udemy. I'll reference in my Udemy course, if you're trying to learn these basics, you can learn them for free at blah, blah, blah. Come to Crypto Theists. And so I'll plug my YouTube channel on Udemy, and then I will bounce you back to Udemy if you want to go deep. You want to go deep, people. I'll take you deep. All right? So that being said, look at the green. It's so beautiful. Let's get into some vocabulary. Like I said, special shout out to Mikhail Dmitry for this particular class, this particular intro class that I'm about to teach in regard to cryptocurrency vocabulary. And I put together a beautiful, simple PowerPoint that will highlight all this. And here we go. All right, so H.O.D.L. All right, H.O.D.L is an acronym. All right, so H.O.D.L stands for Hold On for Dear Life. Now, it didn't originally stand for this. Basically, this acronym originated as a drunk typo on a message forum located on the Reddit message board website. It represents a determination of cryptocurrency adopters and enthusiasts not to let any one entity acquire a majority of any given cryptocurrency, thereby centralizing it, and to invest instead in promoting a given crypto ecosystem. And so, whenever you're holding, you're basically saying, or hodling, you're basically saying, despite how this market changes or shifts, I'm not letting go of my cryptocurrency. All right, and I'll explain the importance to that a little bit more later on when we talk about whales and market manipulation and whatnot. But for the most part, there's only one way an individual, well, there's only a couple ways an individual can acquire cryptocurrency. You either buy it or you mine it. All right, and all cryptocurrencies, tokens, are not mineable, meaning that everybody cannot just basically sit down at a computer, with some really nice GPUs and graphics processing cards or whatever, and make, all cryptocurrencies. Some cryptocurrencies you can do that. Bitcoin is mineable, all right? But other cryptocurrencies like NEO are not mineable. They're pre-mined, and the distribution of those currencies is built into the actual technology of the currency. NEO generates gas just for holding it. It's a proof of stake coin, meaning that if you hold on to it, there are benefits to holding on to it that are given to you almost like a stock pays dividends. It would pay, some tokens do pay dividends in the form of another cryptocurrency. All right, so other currencies, the ones that are mineable, those can only be, after they've been mined, those can only be purchased, those can only be bought. Okay, and so you'll hear often that you should buy on the dip and sell when it's high. Basically, whenever the price of a cryptocurrency goes down, that's whenever you find individuals who are investing in a particular token or currency, crypto ecosystem, will buy in at that point with the expectation that that token will go back up in value later on in the future. There are market manipulators who will drive prices down, and we'll talk about that next. FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. That's what equals FUD. FUD is used to discourage cryptocurrency adoption and can also be used to manipulate the market by scaring away potential investors, thereby driving market prices down where cryptocurrencies can then be purchased at bargain basement prices. Okay? And so you'll hear about FUDs all over the place. There's FUD inside of the marketplace, by individuals who are basically trying to promote their own cryptocurrencies. So they'll basically disparage, an existing technology in favor of theirs and talk about how flawed the technology is. You'll hear FUD outside the marketplace from governments trying to discourage you from purchasing cryptocurrency and saying it's a bad investment. Meanwhile, they're making up their own cryptocurrencies in the background, so they're kind of prepping you for that transition when they're able to say, Bitcoin is crazy, it's unstable, but here, come purchase this American coin. That's going to be great. And then they can continue to play their own, the same games they've played over the years in regard to currencies, fiat currency with cryptocurrency. And then, you have individuals who own large amounts of cryptocurrency, and they may spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt to get you to sell your cryptocurrency so they can purchase it. Okay? So there's a bunch of ways fear, uncertainty, and doubt can be used to manipulate manipulate cryptocurrency marketplaces. How is fear, uncertainty, and doubt spread? It's spread through articles. It's spread through social media brigading. A bunch of individuals will come and just talk, trash about a particular coin. It's spread through the news because individuals who spread fear, uncertainty, and doubt sometimes have large amounts of power. For instance, the American banking system. The American banking system tried to dismiss cryptocurrency initially and basically disparaged it heavily. Meanwhile, in the background, they were setting up funds and options trading offices in their establishments and doing everything they can to drive those prices down so they can purchase the cryptocurrency and then bring it back up. So I've pointed out some of this hypocrisy in previous videos, and you should just basically reference those. You can look anywhere on the internet and you'll find a bunch of traditional stock market investors, bankers, governments, and whatnot just spreading this on a regular basis to suit their own gains. But as we've established, and JP Morgan just acknowledged, cryptocurrency isn't going anywhere. So the question isn't whether or not this is a fad. It's not. It's like the internet during the boom of the dot-com era in the 90s. There were a lot of failed websites and failed internet ventures, but the internet is still here today and it's going stronger than ever, and cryptocurrency is the next great transition for our society. FOMO, fear of missing out. Okay, so this is something as a new investor you might need to be aware. You need to be aware of. This refers to the impulsive drive to purchase crypto due to fear of missing out of a perceived opportunity. This is a key aspect of pump and dump schemes. Individuals will see a particular token or currency rising in value and will invest without research for fear of missing out of the gains from the increase in price. And so this happens not only, this happens, it's not just native to cryptocurrency investing. This is native to just investing or purchasing anything in general. Nobody wants to be the last person on the bus. Nobody wants to be the person who paid $50 for something when they could have got it for $5. Okay, with the rise of Bitcoin going from worth nothing to $9,000 a coin, there's a lot of individuals who basically have swarmed the market looking for the next greatest thing that they can hop on so they can ride the wave all the way to the moon. But the problem with that approach is all cryptocurrencies are not made alike. And so with that being said, what you have to understand is a bunch of research needs to go on your behalf before making any investment decision. Even if you're listening to me, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so you need to go and do your own research, make your own choices. Cryptocurrency gives us a type of agency that we haven't seen in a long time, in that we are able to be our own banks and make our own investment decisions. But at the same time, there's a lot of individuals out there who will take advantage of you because you are naive about the space, about the process, and you're just really quick and hungry because you have a fear of missing out on the next big opportunity. There's a bunch of technologies that are in development in this marketplace, but there's a bunch of scams and hustles, and there's a bunch of easy ways that you can check backgrounds. Go and research LinkedIn statuses of individuals behind ICOs and coins that you're interested in. Go to various websites, talk to various individuals about the viability of a particular token and its application to the marketplace that it was designed for. Okay, so you don't have to fall suspect of fear of missing out and just basically hop onto whatever token you see in the marketplace that's in the green. You can research and see whether or not you're making a sound investment to avoid fear of missing out. Moon, all right? Mooning references the act of a currency to skyrocket to the moon, where it increases in value dramatically in an exponential fashion for early investors, doubling, tripling, quadrupling, etc. in price. Okay, so basically every single cryptocurrency that is presented to the market starts at zero. All right, and then the market basically determines the value of that particular token or piece of investment in that technology or that ecosystem, okay? And so depending on the belief in an ecosystem or the viability of a token and its application and how it works, then you will see the value of that token begin to rise. Somebody will buy it for 2 cents, then it goes to 4 cents, 8 cents, 24 cents. And then you get something like Bitcoin that goes from 0 to 9,000. And last year we saw a mid 1500, 17,000. Okay? So the utility of a token, the backing that it has, the developers who are behind it, all of these add up to create a perfect storm of factors that can make a token go from 0 to the moon. Mooning doesn't happen overnight. Some tokens will take years to moon. Other tokens will only take a couple days based off of the buzz that's around them. Okay, so there's no real good way to predict a moon, but there are a couple similar characteristics that mooning tokens share, and that's what we look for whenever we're looking for sound investments. Are we looking at how long has this token been around? Is there a development infrastructure for it? Is there a need for it in the marketplace? These are things that you can ask yourself as you're trying to determine what's a sound investment and what token is going to moon. Alrighty, whales. Okay, individuals or groups who enter the market with enough currency to alter how a given market moves. Their mass purchases or selling of a currency will cause individuals to follow suit due to fear of missing out on a chance to protect their gains by selling or make new gains by buying. Okay, so whales, you have different kinds of whales, or different kinds of whale movement. Your altruistic whales are pretty much indifferent to the market. They're just purchasing and selling because they see opportunities, okay? And so they will buy a bunch of a particular token, and that will be reflected in the marketplace. If I buy 10 million of a token or whatever, just a random number, but if I buy 10 million of a token, and there's only 20 million, on the market, then that's going to affect the price of that market. The value and the scarcity of those tokens will go up significantly, okay? And so with scarcity, other individuals will hop on board just following their gut instinct and saying, yeah, that's going to the moon. I want to be on that trip. And so you'll have a bunch of other little guppies hop in, and they're purchasing a little bit. They're purchasing a bunch of tokens, and the value continues to go up. Okay, so this is how whales influence the market. They also influence the market the other way by basically selling a bunch of a particular token and driving the price down. All the other guppies are like, "Why is that guy selling? He's got a bunch. There's something must be going on if there's this much of a particular token that's being disposed of." And then they let go of their tokens, and the price goes down. All right. Whales can be good-natured, but then whales can also be manipulative. What better way for me to acquire more of a given token than to sell a bunch of my token, watch the price go down significantly, watch the weaker hands sell their tokens, and then purchase all those tokens back up. And now I've made significant profit by forcing you to sell your tokens. Remember, tokens cannot be generated automatically. That's the whole purpose of this blockchain technology. You can't manufacture tokens out of the ether. All right, they can only be appointed through the mining process, or they've been pre-mined and they're distributed by the system itself. So the only way for me to get access to my tokens is for you not to hold and to let go of your tokens. And those are the tactics and strategies that are being employed on the marketplace today. Because right now, cryptocurrency markets are for a large part unregulated. So you're seeing a bunch of insider trading and market manipulation, and whales are very, very good for market manipulation techniques. All right. So I just talked about whales and pump and dumps. Okay, so whales can be individuals, but whales can also be groups of individuals. Here, a scam where individuals are in some cases a whale work together to drive up the market price of a pre-selected cryptocurrency and then sell at the peak, leaving victims to hold bags of their lesser valued coin. All right? So this happens whenever you don't research the technology, when you don't respect the tech, when you just come into this market and you're just looking to make a quick buck. Okay? You'll scroll through different exchanges, scroll through different tokens, look at the graphs and everything, look at the red going down, the green going up, and you'll see a huge spike in green. And you'll think to yourself, there's a bunch of people buying that coin, let me buy that coin too. And so you purchase 500, 1,000 of that coin, thinking it's going to continue going up and up and up and up. But these individuals who purchased that coin did so knowing that you were going to drop your $500, $1,000 in the coin. And when that coin hits a pre-selected price, boom, they all sell. And that currency crashes into the floor, and you're left with a bunch of worthless tokens. Every spike does not indicate a pump and dump scheme, however. Some spikes reflect intelligence, partnerships, things that have developed that have increased the value of that coin significantly. Other spikes are pump and dump schemes where individuals have coordinated in Telegram groups, Facebook groups, chat rooms that they're going to go and they're going to drive up the price of a particular token and then sell it whenever it's at its peak. Whenever you subscribe to those tokens, also not tokens, but Telegram groups are those groups where you're invited into a pump and dump scheme. You are being manipulated. Because 9 times out of 10, those individuals who are already on the inside of that scheme have established that they're going to sell way earlier than they tell you. You lose your money, they gain. Pump and dump. Shilling, or a shill. Shilling is promoting a particular coin or service for your own benefit or gain, especially when that coin or service is known to be subpar or fraudulent. See BitConnect and Trevon James. All right. Now, I know it's become kind of like in vogue to bash on BitConnect and Trevon James, but there's an important lesson to learn for all people who are getting into this marketplace. Pyramid scams, hustles, schemes, they're everywhere. If someone is telling you you can get a free lunch or something for nothing, or it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And you'll find people who are shilling for it because they're already invested in that particular pump and dump scheme, multi-level marketing scheme, what have you. Okay? And so this is the main reason why you research the technology, you understand how it works, you understand what's possible, so whenever somebody presents you one of these crazy options or tells you about this crazy service or this token that's going to go through the moon that doesn't have any kind of backing whatsoever or any solid development team, you know exactly what you have to avoid. All right? So there are good shills and there's bad shills. Like, you may have a token or an ICO that has paid a YouTuber, for instance, to promote or review their ICO. And if their ICO is quality, then that individual will continue to talk about that ICO and that project and what it's doing. That person has become a shill, but a shill in a good way, in that they're promoting something that's positive for the ecosystem. Shilling is more so used as a derogatory term for individuals who are just peddling something that is unproven or, like I said, fraudulent. And you probably want to stay away from shills and the products that they're shilling. Oh, not done. One more, or a couple more. Here we go. ICO. Okay. ICO stands for Initial Coin Offering. Prior to a coin's release on the market, individuals can invest in the company's development cycle for that coin in exchange for discounted coins when it's released. An initial coin offering, or ICO, is that investment opportunity. Typically, the more an individual invests, the greater the discount on the proposed token. Upon release, tokens can be held for long-term profit or sold for immediate gains. All right. So ICOs are the same as IPOs, or initial public offerings, in the stock market world. All right. Individuals are given access, sometimes 50, 25, 75% off of a given token for buying in early. And they get the tokens first. And then whenever the tokens are actually listed on official exchanges, they have the option of waiting to see how those tokens are going to perform, and also releasing those tokens, to market immediately, making an instant profit. All right. So is it a perfect investment? No. If you've invested in a project that's going nowhere, whenever it hits the market, the value of the token could go down significantly. Okay. And you'll end up holding a bunch of worthless tokens. However, if that value of the token goes up, 100, 200, 400% or whatever, and you started off at zero in regard to your access to it, or the 20% off that you got, or whatever your discount was, then you end up making a significant profit. Most ICOs are going to fail. That's just a given. Just like the dot-com boom of the 90s, every single website is not a valuable website. Every single ICO is not going to be for a coin that is going to be quality. So you can review coins online, and you can watch reviews of coins online, and also watch the marketplace to evaluate which ICO opportunities you can participate in. A lot of ICO opportunities are banned here in the United States, and we've had to find, some workarounds in order to get access to them. Some individuals use virtual private networks in order for them to participate in ICOs. But a lot of ICOs have integrated a KYC, or Know Your Customer practice, where they will look at your social security card, your passport, to identify and make sure that you're not from one of those restricted countries, restricted countries, including the U.S. Okay. I, for one, have been working on a international network of individuals and pooling resources here to send off to those international individuals for investment opportunities, and I'll continue to keep you abreast of that process, and talk about the ICOs that we're going to be depositing our funds into and working our way around or circumventing that restriction that's here. Arbitrage. Okay. Arbitrage is also another old market term. It's basically the act of selling tokens between cryptocurrency markets and exploiting the difference in price. Some tokens are more valuable in some markets than others. For instance, I guess a real world example outside of cryptocurrency would be, oil. If you're a country that is oil, that lacks in oil, selling your oil, in an oil, or taking the oil from an oil rich country and selling it in an oil poor country will net you significant gains. Even though they may have oil in that country, they want more oil. So the value of oil there is higher than the value of oil where it's excessive. It's the same thing for cryptocurrency markets. There are different cryptocurrency marketplaces where you can exchange cryptocurrencies, and all of those markets don't have access, or all those individuals don't have access to other markets, okay? And so, or they may just only know their local market. They may not be familiar or be able to sign up for some of the other markets that are out there. There are Korean markets that I cannot get access to because I don't have a Korean, address, okay? But there may be a market in South Africa that I can get access to, even though they can't get access to me. All right, and so I can go and I can move my currency. I can buy Litecoin if it's going, cheap here, and sell it at a profit there if the Litecoin is more expensive there. Arbitrage it's a cool process. However, you have to take into factor a couple considerations. The speed of a given cryptocurrency, prices may fluctuate between the time it takes for the currency to get from your market wallet in one country to the market wallet in another. You also have to consider the actual value of that cryptocurrency. If the profit margin is too narrow, you can lose it just in the transition. Okay, so arbitrage is something that's becoming actually more difficult as cryptocurrency markets become more interconnected and individuals are allowed to move between markets pretty effortlessly. There's no real reason for arbitrage, but it's still applicable if you can find the opportunities. And there are a couple applications out there. Coinigy, COINIGY.com, has an arbitrage tool that will allow you to see the difference between a bunch of major markets. But you can also look at the different markets yourself and deduce where your opportunities may lie. Lastly, weak hands. All right. So individuals who are affected by FOMO, fear of missing out, FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, shills, and pump and dump scams often have the weak hands. They are into crypto primarily for the gains and do not respect the technology. They fail to research, make decisions based solely off of limited market observation, and buy high and sell low, which causes them to end up losing a good majority of their investment as a result. Okay? So whenever you're talking about weak hands, you're talking about individuals who are here just for the gains. That's what they came here for. And so they basically taken out their mortgage, taken out their loan, put their children's college bank account, all on the line because they wanted to put it all on black and they expect it to go to the moon next week. That is unsound investing. You haven't researched, you haven't studied the marketplace, you don't understand what's going on. You're just basically here for quick buck. A quick profit, okay? I can't tell you what to do with your cash, and sometimes you may get lucky, but for the most part, that's the quickest way to lose your investment. You need to read this marketplace, you need to study it, you need to subscribe to Telegram channels, you need to read white papers, you need to do your due diligence. That's the only way you're going to make a sound investment decision and basically protect your initial investment. It's very, very easy to invest in a weekly research coin and then watch that coin drop, or hop into the market when everything is green and all these profits are being made and not be prepared for a downturn that was predicted by individuals who studied the market for months. Okay? So I don't want anybody to have weak hands. I want everybody to hold later on. I want this infrastructure to continue to sustain itself. And, that's how do we do that? We do that by respecting the tech. That's all we can do. Okay, so that was your little vocabulary lesson for today. I'll continue to build out this course series here on YouTube, free YouTube video. Hope I didn't go too long. I want you to, subscribe to the channel. Congratulations to the winners today, Mikhail. Like I said, I'm going to check your Litecoin address, make sure it's accurate. I'm going to get you $5 for helping me kind of brainstorm about where I'm headed with this channel and basically making these courses for free and easily accessible here on YouTube. So until next time, have a happy Valentine's Day. Love you all, love each other, and respect the tech.